Tetiana Kolot. I'm from Ukraine, Odessa. Since last year, me and my family lived in Romania, and I'm ESD instructor. Last year, I finished ESD level 1, all genders covered, and in this summer camp, I'll be participate in women cohort, and it's absolutely different experience, and I'm exhausted about it. A lot of people, a lot of cultures, a lot of languages, a lot of stories. It was amazing last year in Prague. It was my first so international experience in my life of communication, of learning, and my mind last year was, wow, world is so big, so interesting. I hope that after summer camp in the US, my mind again, wow, empowered. It's now one of my favorite words. And it's always really difficult to explain this meaning in Ukrainian. I work in Ukrainian and English language because empowerment in English, it's really about feelings, about how you feel yourself. And in Ukrainian, it's 2 or 3 or 5 phrases, usually for these feelings. But for me, the most important part of meaning empowerment is that I feel and participant feel themselves more powerful. They return their inner power and can use it in this world. And it's amazing. The main part of my work is Ukrainian refugees in Romania and in Europe. And this is the main point maybe in my work, because all Ukrainian women, and not just women, after the beginning of war, we feel like, oh, I can't do nothing. It's big violence, awful violence. And I'm really happy when after my classes, my Ukrainian girls, teens, or kids began to feel that, oh, I can do it. I can say no. I can yell. I can fight. And I love it. When I make announcement for my classes, I usually use not empowerment, self-defense. I use personal safety and self-defense because it's easier for people who can't understand it at the beginning. But at the end, yes. In our Ukrainian community here in Romania, of course, I met this person with who I work, and I'm proud when I hear that, oh, yesterday on my work, I told my boss that I don't want to do it. It's amazing. A lot of people, not just Ukrainians, didn't know that they can say no or say yes or say, I don't want to do it. I don't like it. Don't touch me. Just use your voice and it's magic. You are important. I'm a great example. I'm Ukrainian refugee who can change my life. I can change my life. I can find new way of work, of living. And this way help me, help myself, help my family and my Ukrainian community. And I'm happy to be really an example. So you can take your life, change it, and did something with it. And it's again about feelings, because it's important to live in safety. I have a daughter, 13 years old, and she had a big problems with bullying in school. So for me, ESD is also personal techniques to help her. It was my motivation to begin learn ESD last year. But after it, I realized that it's more bigger than just bullying, just relationship parents and kids. And one of my type of classes is classes for parent and kids together to grow their relationships. Before war, I was yoga trainer. So I work with people, I love it. I know how to do it. And this new knowledge, new experience, they combined with yoga. But for example, it's like 5 principles of ESD. Tell when you share your story, when you set your boundaries, when you show to people you can do this, you can't do this. It's step by step, person by person, small steps to change our world. Of course, we can change situation, our place in this world, but that's all. We can't change behavior of people. We can't change their emotions, their feelings, their expressive. We can change ourselves, ourselves. And I change something, you change something, more people set boundaries and use their voice. And it, we all together do this important work. We make this world safer, more safety place. I work with kids, with teens, and with adults. But I always told that my favorite group is teens. Adult can change something in their lives, of course, but just teens can make these changes in future. Yes, because they're next generation. Of course, at first it's new knowledge, new experience, but the main thing, I hope it will be these connections, networking, communication, this so big world, so different examples, so different stories, different techniques, and I want to feel all of it. Of course, I expected looking for new knowledge, new exercises. It's important, but people and communication is also really important, and support. This moment when you realized, oh, I can post in Facebook a question in our group and I have help. I can ask for help with exercises, with challenges in my work. And it's a big, huge community. I want to learn how to be different ESD instructor and not just ESD instructor. At first, I applied for impact. So I choose a women cohort, but in my work, it's important because, of course, all genders is all genders. I can work with mixed group, but this community, women's community, this energy, this support, it's absolutely another thing. I hope we'll have a possibility to visit another groups also. Of course, I'm in women cohort, but I'm interested in part as accelerator or something like this. It's interesting to discuss, to hear this conversation. And I hope that a lot of groups, a lot of activities, a lot of studies, but I believe we can visit not just our class. Because it's summer camp. It's a big opportunity. I'm not sure that I'm translate from Ukrainian to English correct, but all my life, when I working, when I studying, I realized that it's not important how much it's this understanding based on your knowledge. So as many knowledge you have, you realize that you doesn't know more, and it's never-ending story. Because as yoga trainer, as ESD trainer, I believe that if trainer, teacher stop to studying, stop to learning, he died as professional. One of my friend now in New York, she's also Ukrainian. As volunteer, she working with Ukrainian refugee in USA. And I hope that I have possibility after summer camp stay for a few days as in New York. And with my friend, we plan, hope it will be, charity is the class for Ukrainians in New York. after summer camp with new knowledges. I'm really happy now because I want collaborate with different countries, different ESD branches. I can make more people empowered. It's like in a movie, maybe, but my personal mission is to make this world better and safer. Because my personal story is in ESD last March when we came to Romania. After beginning of war, my Romanian friend and volunteer gave me this program in English. I never speak in English so much as this year before. 2 or 3 pages in English, small letters, and she asked me, we have a free space for your yoga trainer. We have a free slot in Prague. Is the trainings. It's about self-defense. It's about preventing. It's week in Prague. After not one day, maybe 2 or 3 days, I began to realize that maybe you know this feeling when you have something you don't ask about it, but you need it. I want to work with it. And when I returned in Romania, this woman told me, if you don't want, you don't need to work with it. You visit something new, it's okay, it's more than enough. So I was wondering that I didn't have obligation to work with it after this education. But I like it, I work with it, and now I know that one of biggest thank you is for you did for it. And I'm really happy because my personal story changed, and now I have new life here in Europe, and it's amazing. And it's not just life personally for me. Now I have a mission, I have a plan, and I believe that I can do it and can help people in this way. I hope that we'll have an ESD trainers course for Ukrainian women, because now I'm the first and the one certified Ukrainian ESD trainer. Of course, it's great, but we need more Ukrainians trainers. And I hope maybe this year, maybe next, we'll have ESD training for Ukrainians. And if I will be not alone, of course, I'm not alone as ESD, but in Ukrainian, I'm alone now. It's important to have command, to have team, and we can make more. Why I love ESD program? Because it's like Lego. I can combine. Of course, before each class, I have a plan. I have plan A, I have plan B, I have plan C, but I can make improvisation. I can change games. I can change activities. I have 5 principles. I have a plan, but I can improvise it, and it's amazing.